Welcome to Dakota and Family. I wanted to talk briefly about Dakota and his education, or what I would like to call what we're trying to get him to do with some life skills. Dakota is not in really a grade. He's in a called Prairie View State School. It's a state school for the severely disabled. He is really disabled. Okay, the first thing I'm going to go over with is his speech, and I'm just going to be as brief as possible. The annual goal for this is by the end of IEP, Dakota will increase his communication skill by utilizing the augmented communication picture icon device to express a want or need setting or activity, or answer simple questions on 3 out of 5 opportunities, 3 out of 4 data days, so on and so on. Basically, we're trying to get his speech up so he can tell us what he wants and needs. He is very limited on his speech. Probably a lot of times it's just a guessing game. So far he's making progress on that. An update on it when he started on this was that Dakota does operate the Nova Chat, which is his communication device, and express a want and need of activities such as drink, food, item, ball, and tricycle. Dakota can correctly select the correct picture icon for his mother and father 3 out of 5 times. 3 of 4 data days during classroom, speech therapy, and ESY instruction. On 112, the recent testing, Dakota is doing a great job on his communication. He does utilize his Nova Chat, but he is doing a great job with signing and actually using his words. We encourage Dakota to use his words as we feel that this is more convenient and enhances the independence of his communication. Dakota communicates his wants and needs in 80% of the opportunities given during classroom instruction, speech therapy, and ESY. That is pretty good, because at home he probably does it about 50% of the time. Schools act differently. I'm not going to go over the benchmarks. That's basically what I wanted to do, was tell you about the speech, is that he is very limited. So it's very hard for us to deal with him sometimes, and he gets frustrated real easy. He ends up getting a meltdown. It seems to be better at school for some reason, and we really think that's really great. Next is his math skills, which is basically, it's the annual goal is by the end of the IEP, Dakota will increase its math skills by attending the tests for up to 30 minutes, 3 out of 5 times, 3 out of 4 data days during classroom instruction, occupational therapy, and ESY instruction. Dakota, at this time, Dakota requires physical and verbal prompting to correctly match colors, and attend for up to 15 minutes, 3 out of 5 times, 3 out of 4 data days, in communication and ESY instruction. Basically what this is saying is that Dakota has very limited attention span, and they have to keep prodding him to keep on task with that. We're fighting that. He used to be 1 or 2 minutes. Now he's getting a little bit stronger and stronger. It's hard for him to learn when he's not able to concentrate. So again, Dakota has classic autism, nonverbal, ADD, ADHD, global development delayed. That's all a part of his problems. It continues to be on a consistent basis of 15 minutes his attention spans. At times, he'll go up to 20 minutes. And Dakota requires redirection to attend for 30 minutes with staff verbal and physical prompting for 3 out of 5 times, 3 out of 4 data classroom interaction. They want him to improve up to about 20 to 30 minutes by the end of the IEP. and they want him to grasp the writing utensils and all that. So he, again, at school, it's constant therapy all day. But he gets physical, speech, and occupational. I think he gets that about 3 or 4 hours a week on each of those. And he doesn't get much on that. Okay. Next is physical therapy. Dakota has very poor physical balance, and they're concentrating on his balance and all that. By the end of the IEP, which is an individual education program, he'll do it in a variety of physical activities 3 out of 5 times, 3 out of 4 day-to-days. That means they test him 4 days in a row, or 4 days out of the IEP. He is making progress on that. Dakota's balance and support while reaching for object is improving 1 out of 5 times. That was at 10-20. 3 out of 4 data days. Classroom, physical education, physical therapy, and ESY instruction. I don't know what ESY is. I forgot.
Extended school year.
Extended school year instruction. I'm sorry. I should have known better. That's basically summer school. 1-12-18. Dakota's balance is improving. Does perform various physical therapy and physical education activities as instructed 3 out of 5 times, 3 out of 4 day-to-days, classroom instruction, physical therapy. He is very disabled. He can't even walk steps up like a normal 9-year-old. He's making progress on this. So bottom line is that Dakota's global development delayed, and we're fighting all that. Dakota is severely disabled. It's challenging for us. It's challenging for people that work with him. And more importantly, it's challenging for him. He is severely disabled. And our hopes and dreams is that we can at least get him functioning enough that he can be in a group home. We do not want him in a state hospital because that's where a lot of bad people are at. They don't just have a state hospital for autism or whatever. They have them for criminally insane people. We know this is probably a boring video, but this is part of our autism awareness and just to let you know what we are going through. It is hard. It's hard on us. It's hard on Mom. It's hard on everybody. It's even hard on Dakota. Dakota gets so frustrated. I have to constantly tell her to calm down, don't yell at him and all that. So we're fighting a lot of battles on every front. We got Nikita, we're trying to get to learn living skills. We got Dakota to teach simple living skills. And we're fighting a battle against time. I know that this is not an action-packed video and a funny video or whatever, but we're trying to be variety, but we also got to stay true to what this channel is about, and that's autism awareness and getting our story out. If you like this video, please put a like and subscribe. Like on the video and subscribe to our channel. And make a comment. Please make a comment. Encouraging comments. Until then, talk to you later. Oh, I wanted to do a quick update on Dakota. Friday we got him fitted for Sure Steps and ordered some shoes that would fit the Sure Steps, which are ankle braces, and that's part of helping him with his balance and help him walk better. Right now we got him in shoes that don't fit him too well, but that's because we had to fit the Sure Steps. During that appointment time, Dakota wasn't cooperative at all with that, as you saw in the previous video 2 days ago. It was very difficult to get him to be cooperative. So luckily, the gentleman that was helping us was pretty used to this and all that, and probably did a pretty good. He's been doing a pretty good job of estimating his size and all that. Then, after the trip, as you saw, he wasn't too happy. All that evening, he did basically one meltdown after the other. I'm not supposed to say one meltdown. He was just letting us know he was not happy. Yesterday was pretty good. Yesterday was real good, actually. He was in a good mood. And then last night was pretty hectic. It wasn't too bad as far as Dakota. He got up in the middle of the night, but he was in a good mood, so it was no meltdowns. But I stayed up half the night with him, trying to get him to bed. I even resorted to laying on a twin bed and pinning him down a little bit. That didn't work. He was up at 3 a.m. And then, just trying to get him to sleep. And then at 7 o'clock, I got a knock from our local sheriff's department. Looking for a person that doesn't even live here. His family gave them the description of our house that he was at. And we never knew this guy. We don't even associate with anybody in this town. Mainly because they wouldn't understand our child. So I told him there's nobody by that. I didn't really want him to come in because I had Dakota. And Dakota ended up crying and all that. It was just one messed up night. I ended up taking a huge nap, about a 3 or 4 hour nap. And then, but today he was behaving good, and he went to bed a little early at 8, but I'm figuring he'll sleep through the night. So that's the update of this weekend, and talking about more about his physical therapy and his braces. I will definitely talk to you later. This is Dakota and Family. Like I said in the previous clip, please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.